Today I am going to talk about the United Nations goal number 10. This is to reduce inequalities by 2050. The targets of this, to name just a few, is to achieve income growth of the bottom 40% of the population. This should be done at a higher rate than average to ensure it includes everyone, regardless of gender or age or religion, origin, or any other status at all. Encourage equal opportunities and to remove any policies, laws, or practices of discrimination or unfairness. Inequality is rising very quickly. The richest 10% receive nearly 40% of global income, while the poorest 10% receive merely 2 to 7. If we take into account population growth, we will see that inequality has increased by at least 11%. This has happened nearly everywhere in recent decades, but at different speeds, Europe having increased the slowest and the Middle East the quickest. These problems need sound policies to empower the less income earners and to encourage the inclusion of all. This needs global solutions, which will include improving financial markets and encouraging development assistance where is needed the most. Ensuring the safe migration of people is also key to bridging the widening divide.
The second global goal is about hunger. But what is hunger? Not enough food. But the reality is there is enough food. We produce enough food to feed 10 billion people in the world, but we're only 7 billion people in the world. So why are people still hungry? Because people use that extra food for feedlots and biofuel, when it could be feeding lots of people in the world that need food. 821 million is a big number, but what does it mean? It means 1 in 9. If we were to apply that to Story Gang, these people's circles would be going hungry every day.
Hey everyone, today I am going to talk about Goal 7, access to affordable, renewable and green energy. Goal 7 is about giving everybody access to energy that does not harm our planet. The reason for giving everybody clean energy is because many people in the world still don't have good energy that doesn't hurt our planet. So Goal 7 is partly about protecting our planet and partly about improving lives with electricity.
How to reduce plastic pollution. Did you know that turtles think plastic is food and eat it? And only 9% of plastic is recycled. And around 2 million plastic bags are used every minute. So, what can we do to help? Well, one thing we can do is to stop using single-use items. Another thing we can do is to cook at home more. And we can also participate in beach cleanups.
United Nations Goal 14. The ocean is dying. This is because fishermen illegally overfish. People litter in the ocean, making some parts of the ocean a dead zone. A dead zone is created when factories using fertilizers from nitrogen and phosphorus dispose them illegally into the ocean. This causes a lot of algae to bloom. And when algae dies, it becomes high nutrients to bacteria at the bottom. In the process of it consumes its own oxygen from the surrounding waters. The ocean is also dying from habitat destruction of coral reef and acidification. You can prevent this by not overfishing illegally and not disposing fertilizers in the sea. For acidification, it is caused when the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and vehicle emissions releases carbon dioxide into the ocean.
chosen global goal number 6 on clean water and sanitation. The goal is to ensure clean water for all. How do we get water? The only kind of water we can use is fresh water. Rivers are the main sources of fresh water. Rivers are either glacier-fed or forest-fed. In Malaysia, there are 189 forest-fed river basin systems, with about 1,800 rivers in Malaysia. Most of the rivers in Peninsular Malaysia originate from the central mountain ranges. Peninsular Malaysia's longest rivers include the Pahang, Kelantan, and the Perak. Most all the rivers in Peninsular Malaysia flow from northwards to south. Interestingly, the Kelantan River flows from the mountain ranges up northwards out into the South China Sea. Why are rivers important? Because they provide us with drinking water, water for domestic use, agriculture, industry, transport, which also supports biodiversity, recreational use, religious use, and it's our livelihood. You can begin to support our rivers by keeping it clean and joining the Friends of Klang River Basin. At Facebook, what is a network of people, organizations, and associations with the Klang River Basin to play a role in learning about how to protect our rivers and its environment. Enjoy your glass of water because water is life.
Why are the oceans important to us? Because more than half the oxygen we breathe comes from marine plants in the ocean. The ocean plays a big part in the water cycle, and we need water for life, right? And the ocean is a big and important job source all around the world. The oceans help fight climate change by absorbing CO2, a greenhouse gas. When we worry about the ocean, a lot of people talk about marine debris, trash in the ocean. But we have a bigger problem on our hands, and it's called ocean acidification. Ocean acidification is when the ocean absorbs too much CO2. And why do we have too much CO2? Because we burn fossil fuels, which releases CO2 into the atmosphere. Most marine life can't survive in an acidic ocean. It kills off fish and is destroying the Great Barrier Reef and other corals.